It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts, and it comes your way next.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
On the return, Malik Washington. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Tua now on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. Third and 6. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
And we see Daniel Jones take the field, and a bit of a polarizing player, Mike, not necessarily just in New York, but throughout the league. And there's just so much potential. There is so much talent. You think back to him coming out of college. He's big, he's strong, he can run, he can make every throw. And remember, only a couple years ago, he took this Giants team not only to the playoffs, but got a big road victory against Minnesota. So he's shown he can do it. He needs to bounce back from last year's injury and put together more consistent performances than he has of late.
From the gun, it's Jones. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And he will go all the way. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Colts.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first, staying ahead of the chains is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Again, it's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Tua to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and This time, defense wins and brings them down for a sack.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Second down and 8. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Indianapolis.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Jones. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. On the handoff, it's Taylor. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Back to throw is Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jones. That's taken in, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll motion the tight end Smith. From the gun, here's Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua going to give it to Achane. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Here's Tua now on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now it's Tua. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Miami. On the return is Gould. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Jones now on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Jones. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Jones. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Jones. Completing this one to Downs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Jones to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Colts going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Daniel Jones. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. That is caught downfield by Pierce. A gain there of 27 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Jones. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Play action now. It's Jones.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now, Jones. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
Jones to throw for it on fourth down. He's got it at the 3. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs, and sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man, Malik Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Taylor. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here comes 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll go for it. It's Jones. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Tua. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And 3rd down coming up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look. And indeed, this call will be overturned. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down, it's 2. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. One last throw here for Tua. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Colts. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.